Lovely. Oh, freaking
Well, Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
No, you just like
But is it
really made
enough?
the situation
Tell me
worse.
that,
You trapped
Stanley.
me in a
Will
space
it ever
of
be enough?
Minecraft where I can't even
Well, I'll
jump.
say this. I'm done making things for you.
Oh,
From
really?
now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose.
Like
Watch
what?
this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
A house? Like really?
This will go here. No, here. And
I wonder if Notch was upset.
I don't think Notch can do anything.
Let's see, what does it need?
I don't know.
I
I
guess
don't
it
think
is
you
perfect
can
enough.
upset the
Of course,
voice.
and just to
Else
finish
he
it all
kills you.
off,
And he won't even let me in his house. I know
It's
he said he wouldn't make anything
complete.
else for me, but let
I
me in the
made
house.
this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own
looks like a shit with a door.
inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen
Gaze
it from
upon
the
my
outside.
flower.
You've only gotten half the experience. Please,
No,
step
no, I
inside
have my
and
flower.
make yourself
Oh, wait,
comfortable.
no.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's
like I'm
it.
covered
We
in rocky
must
road.
rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
along, Stanley.
You seem
We
like
have to
the
go
boy with,
mining.
like diamond. Okay, let's go down here. Cave, cave. It'd be better if you gave me
Oh, my.
space. But
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, you didn't give me a light.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking
Really?
for something more narrow and linear. Something
How
that makes
so?
you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't
Like
do
trapping
at all.
me in a
1 out of
dark space.
5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Really? New game. Okay. What does he have in store for me, Ned? Yes. The voice is truly a lovely fellow. American psychopath? Yes, but a lovely guy.
Yes!
It's
I
very
don't even know what
amusing.
this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out.
It just
listening to
forcibly
me
resets
talk.
you.
Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even
Have a
supposed to
toilet.
be? I can't
And
figure
music.
it out.
And I can
Ooh,
pick up
okay,
the
now
music.
I'm curious.
Portable.
Let's go find out what the hell this
How
is.
familiar.
Oh, look at this. Great, I broke my only cup. How I drink my homemade wines now. Toilet wines. You know what? Just take it. Just take it all. I'm taking my music now. You think this is funny, but I can't drink any homemade toilet wines now. But it-
Ouch.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Really?
Your forte.
Headstrong I am.
Genius.
Radio, come with me. We're going.
Yeah.
No,
Jamming
actually,
out
you know
here.
what? I think
The
that's
Adventure
plenty.
Radio.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And
It
I
actually
highly
has
doubt you're
an
any
antenna,
wiser
like
for the
real
experience.
radios did back
Which
in
is
the
why,
day.
rather than continue to waste my time, I'm
Yep.
just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So,
Aw.
why don't you get cozy
Can't
in
get
this
crushed
room,
by
and if
the
you have any
cube.
grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need
that mischievous
your
radio.
advice.
I'm keeping
I
my
don't
radio.
need your
Oh.
ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I
And
think
carry
I'll
radios.
just go about my business, making meaningful cultural
jams.
contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made.
Well, Stanley
thought
is a
won't
great
last
comic
long.
book artist.
Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Well, you left me in the room. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Jump. You know what? Can you see if anyone's actually watching us? Be interesting if said event happened.
I don't think so. I see a list of 2 people on the Twitch, but that's probably just us.
Oh, I don't have Twitch open.
Okay. So maybe there's someone here, or maybe that's just recent viewers. I don't know.
The guy's just watching us.
Maybe it's an automated bot thing.
Uh,
I don't know.
just sitting there watching us. Hello, sir. If there is a second viewer watching the stream, that will be later made to YouTube. Why don't you type something?
I don't know.
Well, give him some time to talk. Maybe he has something important to say to us. Like how to kill the voice.
Magic.
Ma
Also
Dude.
quantums.
Dude, our only weapon is our finger, which we use to press buttons. That's about it. And maybe pick up radios with it.
So, finger to a giant interstellar death ray. Come on.
Where we're gonna find an interstellar death ray? This guy only he doesn't give us much.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted
Magic.
was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it.
Yeah.
Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
Oh yeah.
He needs me.
I don't.
Someone
need you,
who will
boy.
wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
And now this
That's
is the
who
dev
I
room,
am.
isn't it?
That is what I mean to this world.
I don't know what that
Oh,
was
yes.
back there.
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
It was just.
Once this ends,
he keeps
after it all
fucking with
comes
me,
to a
man.
close, then I'll be back.
Yep. That
And
was
we'll be
probably a representation of
Very soon.
what it looks like when they're working on the
Can't
game.
wait.
That would be
I
my
guess.
guess.
But you never know. Their office might be a lot more dirtier or cleaner.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It might just be one guy in a basement. Who knows? He has an awesome voice, though.
All of his
if it's just one
co-workers
man
were
in a
gone.
basement.
What could it mean? Stanley
It does.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Great, I broke the computer.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
I
he
broke
couldn't find
many
a trace of his co-workers.
Okay.
And another new game.
Yeah. I wonder how
When
he gets
Stanley
his
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I did. I did open the door on my left. Again.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
Woe
to go
is
up
me.
to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to
Yeah.
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. That's my cardboard box. Okay. Let's go.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Playing nice again, I
Admitting he
see.
had left his post during work
Oh.
hours. He
Oh,
might be
no,
fired
no.
for that. And in such a competitive economy,
He trapped
why
me.
had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His
Oh, and
boss
now
would
he's
think he was
fucking with me.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
no, I'm not
coworkers
crazy,
blinking
boys, you are.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Except
Car.
for
It
that
made
the
any
fact you
logical
saved, so.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For
Like real?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley
Am I
said to
the
himself,
voice?
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
I have no
last,
feet.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
That tends to happen
He
in these
just hadn't
games.
found the words for it. I'm dreaming! he
You're just a
yelled.
voice
This is all a dream.
trapped in a room.
Oh, what a relief Stanley
my
felt
God.
to have
Hearing
finally
voices.
found an answer.
Except
an
the voice
explanation.
kills you.
His co-workers
So you
weren't
can't be the
actually
voice.
gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
crazy.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well
What,
enjoy
didn't you
this
say he was
while I'm
happy
still
pushing the
lucid.
button?
So, he imagined
I believe he said he
himself
was happy
flying
being
and began
a
to
button
gently
pusher.
float above the ground.
Yeah. great.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and
Wish I could
Stanley
have a
marveled
drink.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What?
One he was
That was
amazed
very-
he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Because
everything that I'm
You'd like
doing
to
and
narrate
thinking?
stuff. That's why.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Really?
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all
What a
very odd,
parable.
and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was
No.
that, of course, this was not a dream.
Have you ever heard a
How
voice
could
in
it
your
be?
dreams, Jeremy?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if
I don't
he's
think
asleep,
so.
he doesn't have
Not
to take
really.
So
responsibility for
I
himself?
think Stanley's just a
Stanley
fucking
is as
psychopath,
awake
like the
right
voice.
now as he's ever been in his life.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Now,
Yes.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Oh my god.
After all, he knew for certain
Maybe he's
beyond a
just
doubt
angry
that this
because
was,
today
in
he
fact, a
couldn't
dream.
get out of the
Did
office
the voice not
and
see him
snap
float
like
to make the
everyone else
magical
who has the
stars just a
button-pushing
moment ago?
job.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a
Genocide!
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
He's just
He
a-
would prove it. He would
He's the
prove
guy
that
who
he
you give
was
candy
in control.
to, so on the day
that
of
this
reckoning,
was
he
a
just leaves
dream.
you be.
So he closed his eyes
Yep.
gently,
No.
and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
A
He
quiet,
felt
scary
the cool
one.
weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Well, at least he
Let
stopped
me
it and
wake
we're,
up,
we're gonna wake
He
up.
thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I
Thank
wish
God.
it to be over. Let me go
So
back
be
to
it.
my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
No, I don't want
Please.
that.
It's all I want.
No.
I want my apartment.
Unless I'm pushing the big
and my
red button,
wife
I don't want that
and my
job.
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
No, you don't, Stanley.
My life
Don't be a
is
pussy.
normal.
Don't resort
am-
back
Oh,
to being
boy.
a pussy.
Everything will be fine.
Now, all Stanley
Remember who
did
you were
was sit
talking
in
to.
an office and press buttons. He was told to.
Okay.
Once he gets out of his bed, he's gonna be bawling. And we're back here.
Of course.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have
Oh,
a
this
boss. I have an
voice is
office. I am real.
Get out. Oh.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything
That's
went
it.
black.
And he kills me. Just because I went down the stairs, he kills me.
This is the story of a woman
Of course.
named Mariella.
Oh, yay,
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon
Oh my
turn to go
God.
call for an ambulance,
Death by
for
aneurysm.
just a few brief
Oh.
moments, she considered the strange
He was
man.
running through the city.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
who's
she
more of a
thought to
dick?
herself how
The
lucky she
voice
was
or
to
this
be
lady
normal.
just sitting here?
I am saying,
Staring down at
I
the guy.
am in control of my mind. I know what is real
Being mad,
and what isn't.
judgmental.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The
Of
very
course.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by
Oh, no.
extension, the rest of her life. She had
What
no
was her
time
name,
for
Mary?
this, so it was only a moment that she stood there,
Was her
staring
name Mary, I
down at the
think?
body. And then she turned and ran.
Yeah, she's fucked. She's fucked. The voice took over her. So yeah, freaking. And back to the office as Mary Poppins.